Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you a remake of something I've made in a previous video. This is actually the crate key system. This is actually a little bit of a remake of it. It's before it worked fine, just I couldn't really make it that expandable, and this design is infinitely expandable, so well, not infinitely, but it's pretty, like, to the highest render distance will go, or if you really wanted that, which is insane. But anyways, I'm gonna try to go quickly and explain how this works, and I'm gonna show how it, like, I'm gonna give an example of what it does, and I'll show you things you can include inside the crates, stuff like that, items you can use for purchasing the crates, everything like that. There is some parts of this that are not necessary, such as one thing I'll show when it comes to breaking the chest. But anyways, let's just show how this works. So it requires a creeper head, or any item you really want to make it cost. So this says press button to exchange creeper head for crate. So obviously I have one creeper head, and when I press the button it will take my creeper head and a crate will spawn right here. Bam, see that? Yeah, wow, I got so lucky right there. You guys will see later how lucky that was. So I got the best one, and I'm gonna leave it sitting there for a second. It should break any second now. Yep, there we go. And the way I designed this is so that it breaks the chest after a certain amount of time. Probably should have been a little longer than that, but it's not too hard to change that. So let me just get a sword, another sword here, and I'm actually gonna put myself in survival. Nope. Pretty quickly, put myself in survival. I'm gonna give myself 2 creeper heads. Whoops, there we go. So I'm gonna drop these on the floor, and as you can see, I can hit this as many times as I want, and nothing will happen as long as I don't have a creeper head. And if I have 2, it's only gonna take 1, and it's gonna spawn the crate. So yes, that's how that works. And now I'm gonna go through the commands. I'm gonna try to be really quick about it because there's kind of a lot to show off here, but whoops, need to go back in creative mode, and I need to grab a sword so I don't break anything. And here we go. So yes, kind of big, but that's because I have so many options. I have, what is it, 7? 3, 6, 7, yeah, 7 different crates that are possible. So get right into this. So when you push the button, it executes this command, which removes a creeper head from the closest player's inventory. And the reason why it says skull is that's just the name of all the types of heads in the game. They're registered under the name of skull. And then the 4 is the data value, which specifies it to the creeper head. And then 1 is just the maximum amount to delete. And then after that executes successfully, this is the command that powers the whole system here. Yeah, so this command here does TP at E, type equals armor stand, name equals 2, C equals 1, and it teleports that entity to the closest, to a random entity that's type is equal to armor stand, name is equal to 1. So the C, where it says C is equal to 1 in the first row, all the way at the end, that's the closest armor stand that is type, or closest entity that's type is equal to armor stand. So the closest armor stand with the name of 2. So this guy right here, this one right here. So then teleports to a random entity that's type is equal to armor stand, name is equal to 1. So that's any of these ones over here. So the more common, or the less valuable a crate is, the more you should have in a line of you'll see, I'll explain why there's grass and other stuff. So once those execute, oh, this one right here, that chain right there, it sets a redstone block right where my head's at. So right here, that's why this command is here, and then it deletes the redstone block. So gives it enough time to power this redstone line, which powers all these commands, and then it also powers this 4 ticks late, which teleports this guy back here. That's all it is. blah. Give me a second to see that. So the +2 where it says tilde, +2 tilde tilde, it just means that almost exactly where the command block is, but 2 blocks positive in the X direction. So 1, 2. And anyways, these commands here is what like powers everything about the crates. So execute at E name equals 2, R equals 10. So any entity with a name that's equal to 2 in a radius of 10 blocks. And it's test for block, which is tilde tilde -1 tilde. So block right underneath the armor stand that's name is equal to 2. And it tests for grass. And that's why I have grass and oak or log and stone, iron, gold, diamond, emerald. So one thing to mention, if you do code it like this, like with blocks to show, make sure if you're going to use oak logs, it's log, like that, log. And if you're going to use a different type of log, it has to be log and then a number after, I believe. And acacia and dark oak is like log 2 or something like that. So yeah, not important. But anyways, these are all the same thing. Just the names of all those sorry, not command blocks. The names of all these blocks that the number 1 armor stands are sitting on. So that way, when this guy gets teleported to one of them, it will test for what block is underneath him. And obviously, these command blocks will see what block is underneath. And one day, all these have to be on conditional and chain. These ones right here. Obviously, because when those impulse commands execute successfully, and these ones will execute successfully, and only one at a time, obviously, because armor stand can't stand on 2 blocks. At least, yeah, it can't stand on 2 blocks. So whichever one is executed successfully, it will clone. That's all it is. It's clone, and it will clone the block above it. See, tilde, tilde 1, tilde, and then it repeats that. So the block right above it, and then it clones it to 36, 70, 15, which is just this block right here. It's iron block. 36, 70, 15. You see it in the top left. And yeah, that is pretty much the system, but this is optional. Don't even need this. Probably better to not have it, because I don't know. But you'll see how it works. Test for block. Yes, this tests for a chest or trap chest that is sitting right here. So if it successfully tests for that, it powers this command block, which puts a redstone block right here, which will power this whole pulse extender right here. And then 8 ticks later, this command block will just delete the redstone block that sits right here. So once this pulse extender runs out, it will turn this redstone torch right back on, which will power this, which is set block 36, 70, 15, which is right on top of the iron block. Sets it to air with the data value of 0, and it will destroy whatever block is sitting there. Destroy means that if it's a container, it will drop whatever's inside of it, which is why when the chest broke, all the items exploded everywhere. That's how that works. And then 2 not to forget about are these ones. If you have tile drop on, like this right here, way down here, you have tile drop right there. If you have it on, you need these 2, which is kill at E type equals item name equals chest, R equals 4. So it kills any entity that is an item with the name of chest in the radius of 4 blocks. Same thing for this, is just trap chest. So it kills, like when the chest gets destroyed by that command right there, it will drop onto the ground. So yeah, these commands are just responsible for breaking or killing the chest and trap chests once they hit the ground, or like once they're as items instead of a sitting block. So hopefully this hasn't been too long of a video like my other ones. All my other videos are super long, but hopefully this one was much shorter. I mean, it seems like it has been. I haven't seen how long I've been recording though. But yeah, this was actually suggested to me because the person that saw my original crate key video, they were actually the same person who suggested I make that video in the first place. So I made that whole design, and then they wanted a different design that included possibly more chests, which is what this design is. And if you're wondering why these chests look so weird, it's because I have to stack them like this so they're facing that way. Because once they're cloned, they will also be facing this way. Say the chest was, this is important, you don't want to mess this up. I mean, it's not a big deal if you do. Say the chest is facing that way. That way, once it gets cloned, it's going to be facing this way, like that, and you don't want a crooked crate. So, yeah, that's why those are faced all weird like that. And just right now, I just realized that since these are all chests, like this is the same world and same area where I did the previous video, I had to use trap chests and normal chests. I had to alternate because they were side by side, but since these are in front and behind each other, I don't actually need this one, which is important to mention because you probably will actually need that one. But if you have it like this, you don't need that trap chest, obviously, because I didn't use trap chests here. I used trap chests in the other design, but that's small details, unimportant. But anyways, yeah, this was a suggested video, which is a continuation or remake of another suggested video by the same person. So yeah, I'm up for any suggestions on what you think I might or what you think I might be able to make. You can look at my other videos to see, you know, gauge to gauge how good I am at doing this. If you think I'm good enough to make a design that you're thinking of, let me know and I'll try to make it. Like, this was pretty fun to make, and it didn't take too long. wasn't really hard. Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and any suggestions below if you want, and hopefully this helped the guy who did suggest. Hopefully this is good enough, and if you guys have any questions, just comment below and I'll do my best to help you guys out. So yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.